Without music, life would be a mistake. It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages. That which does not kill us makes us stronger. I'm not upset that you lied to me. I'm upset that from now on, I can't believe you. And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music. It is hard enough to remember my opinions without also remembering my reasons for them. Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process he does not become a monster. And if you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back into you. There is always some madness in love, but there is also always some reason in madness. You must have chaos within you to give birth to a dancing star. You have your way, I have my way. As for the right of way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want to hear their illusions destroyed. In heaven, all the interesting people are missing. He who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. There are no facts, only interpretations. The man of knowledge must be able not only to love his enemies, but also to hate his friends. The individual has always had a struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. If you try it, you will be lonely often and sometimes frightened, but no price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. We should consider every day lost on which we have not danced at least once. When we are tired, we are attacked by ideas we conquered long ago. I cannot believe in a God who wants to be praised all the time. The snake which cannot cast its skin has to die, as well as the minds which are prevented from changing their opinions. They cease to be mind. In individuals, insanity is rare, but in groups, parties, nations, and epochs, it is the rule. No one can construct for you the bridge upon which precisely you must cross the stream of life. No one but you yourself alone. Is man merely a mistake of God's, or God merely a mistake of man? The surest way to corrupt a youth is to instruct him to hold in higher esteem those who think alike than those who think differently. The advantage of a bad memory is that one enjoys several times the same good things for the first time. Man is the cruelest animal. I am a forest and a night of dark trees, but he who is not afraid of my darkness will find banks full of roses under my cypresses. The thought of suicide is a great consolation. By means of it, one gets through many a dark night. Every deep thinker is more afraid of being understood than of being misunderstood. Thoughts are the shadows of our feelings, always darker, emptier, and simpler. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. Faith, not wanting to know what the truth is. A thinker sees his own actions as experiments and questions, as attempts to find out something. Success and failure are for him answers above all. I would believe only in a God that knows how to dance. Beware that, when fighting monsters, you yourself do not become a monster. For when you gaze long into the abyss gazes also into you. A casual stroll through the lunatic asylum shows that faith does not prove anything. The true man wants two things, danger and play. For that reason, he wants woman as the most dangerous plaything. There are no beautiful surfaces without a terrible depth. We have art in order not to die of the truth. You must be ready to burn yourself in your own flame. How could you rise anew if you have not first become ashes? All truly great thoughts are conceived while walking. Be careful, lest in casting out your demon, you exercise the best thing in you. There are two different types of people in the world: those who want to know and those who want to believe. He who says either that the time for philosophy has not yet come or that it has passed is like someone who says that the time for happiness has not yet come or that it has passed. A good writer possesses not only his own spirit, but also the spirit of his friends. Silence is worse. All truths that are kept silent become poisonous. That which is done out of love is always beyond good and evil. In truth, there was only one Christian, and he died on the cross. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. Empty is the argument of the philosopher, which does not relieve any human suffering. It is not the pretended, but the real pursuit of philosophy that is needed. For we do not need the appearance of good health, but to enjoy it in truth. All I need is a sheet of paper and something to write with, and then I can turn the world upside down. One ought to hold on to one's heart, for if one lets it go, one soon loses control of the head too. All things are subject to interpretation. Whichever interpretation prevails at a given time is a function of power and not the truth.